Yes, the S.A.L.T productions are back for the new season. It's already January 16th, the day after the divisional rounds. And S.A.L.T, of course, standing for strong analysis, solid analysis, specific analysis, low tech. And what do we do out here? Well, of course, by the way, you do see the low tech already. This is the view you're going to get for the next few minutes. What do we do out here? We try to be accurate. We try to be objective. We try to present that which you're not hearing out there. And I'm going to go right to the example you're going to be hearing for the next few hours. Here comes a car. Here's FedEx. Well, for the next few hours, you're going to be hearing that Aaron Rodgers is not back. That's what you're going to be hearing for the next few hours. Now, what do you mean not back? He's been excellent. Yeah, he's been excellent, but he's not back to the old Aaron Rodgers, the great Aaron. Rodgers. Remember Aaron Rodgers used to be great? Do you remember that he was probably the top quarterback? He had passed Brady in my mind and in many people's minds as being the top quarterback in the league for a couple of years there. And he won a Super Bowl 45. He was spectacular. We want to use the word transcendent. But suddenly, last year, the year 2015, Aaron Rodgers was not as the old Aaron Rodgers. You want to say he was good? Yeah, he was fine. The statistics were good. He was pretty good. But something was missing. You want to blame it on he didn't have Jordy Nelson. You want to blame it on the personal reasons. Whatever it is, I'm not going into reasons. He was not the old Aaron Rodgers. And he began this year, the 2016 season, not the old Aaron Rodgers. But then suddenly, he picked it up. And they had to have the stat out there. Last 8 games, 22 touchdowns, no interceptions. And Aaron Rodgers is back. And I'm telling you, first of all, in those 8 games, one of them was against the Redskins, he wasn't that good. One of them was against the Houston Texans, he wasn't that good. Again, wasn't the old Aaron Rodgers. Good, but not the old Aaron Rodgers. There are flashes of the old Aaron Rodgers. He was spectacular against the Vikings, spectacular against the Lions. But now we're going to go through the 2 playoff games. And you're hearing Shannon Sharp now. You're hearing commentators talking. Is he the greatest quarterback ever? Oh, he was unbelievable yesterday against the Cowboys and unbelievable against the Giants. No, he was excellent. He was a top 10 type quarterback, but not the old Aaron Rodgers. And we're going to go through and show that. That's what we do. We go right to the video. We go to the film. Greg Cosell, what does the film say? And you may be asking, why am I doing this? What am I picking on Aaron Rodgers? What is it? What's the difference whether or not he's old Aaron Rodgers or he's top 10 quarterback Aaron Rodgers? He's still been pretty excellent. And of course, I'm not asking why are we analyzing football in the first place. We know that's a waste of time. Of course, who's got time for all this? But what we are doing here is we want to be accurate. I think it's worth it. I want to spend the time to show that the last 2 games, Aaron Rodgers has not been the old Aaron Rodgers. He's been excellent, but, top 10 quarterback in the league. By the way, he was not the top quarterback in the league. To talk about him being MVP is ridiculous. Tom Brady and Matt Ryan obviously were much better than Aaron Rodgers this year. I'm not taking away from Aaron Rodgers. He won. He said, let's run the table, and they ran the table. He's been excellent, but he hasn't been the old Aaron Rodgers. And I think it's worth being accurate on that. I can't stand hearing inaccuracies. Oh, the great Aaron Rodgers. He hasn't been the great Aaron Rodgers that we saw for his first years of his career. In case you think, well, maybe I'm just biased and trying to knock Aaron Rodgers, I will point out that those that hold his playoff record against him, like I've heard Colin Cowherd, that is not fair. Aaron Rodgers has been spectacular in the playoffs, his career, and the fact that they haven't had a good record is the Packers' fault. The rest of the team, the same way I don't blame Dan Marino for not winning a Super Bowl. Dan Marino, in my mind, is the best quarterback ever. I don't even see anybody that was. I think it's clear that he was the best ever. I do hold Peyton Manning's playoff record against him because he was himself individually subpar in 16 of his 27 playoff games, and you can check that out on the S.A.L.T productions from last year, where we do historical analysis as well, and one of those is about Peyton Manning and his playoff records. But let's get it going. Aaron Rodgers, we're going to go through the last 2 games, and it's nice. It'll be on record for. I don't care if anybody doesn't want to watch hours of this, but I want to put it out there just to be accurate. That's what S.A.L.T Productions is all about. Pause. Okay, here we go. His first pass of the game on a 2nd and 9. Nice. That's Aaron Rodgers being accurate right there. Pause. But now on 3rd and 2, watch this. Rodgers creating time. Now is his typical throw. Oh, he was a little short, wasn't he? Had a guy with a couple of steps there. Now, you say, wait a minute, of course we know he wasn't good in the first half. We know that. We know he had a terrible first half. Does everybody admit to that he had a terrible first half? Watch here. Got the steps. That's something Aaron Rodgers should hit. But he was too short. Okay, too short on the throw. But we know he had a terrible first half. But does anybody at least notice that? At this point, it's 3-0 Giants. They got 2 possessions, blew some opportunities on some drops for more points. Should have had more points. We had OBJ drop, we had a Shepard drop, and now Aaron Rodgers' second possession, and it's 2nd and 8 after a run, one of those useless runs that the Packers do often. Now look at that, look at the time, and then a typical. You can't cover receivers that long. Now, I just want to point out that the Giants were doing the right thing here of holding him in the pocket. That's why he had so much time in this game. The Giants were making sure he doesn't get out, because when he gets out, he is deadly. As we all know, stats back up that one, but you don't need the stats. Just see him when he's rolling out. He is fantastic. Green 18. Okay, there was bad protect. So Vernon was smart in not going for the fake run. Don't worry if the Packers run. Go right after Rodgers, which they did, and can't blame Rodgers on that. Green 18, 2nd and 10. Whoops. Well, okay, let's ignore that. All right, that wasn't the old Aaron Rodgers, but was a little bit off. Now 3rd and 10 from the 38. Let's see it. Oh, trying the hard count where he changes his voice. He's not that good at that, as good as people say on the inflections, because he gives it away. The flag, the bad call there, because the throw was off. The throw is to the backside, and then the receiver goes into the cornerback, and they usually call it interference. I don't like that call in general. Let's watch it let's watch the replay. Okay. Green 18. But now in field goal range, they keep him in the pocket and they sack him. It takes him out of field goal range. 3rd and 22. Ooh, should